Hi, it's Fanny of Living Richie on a Budget. Today I'm super excited to show you how to make braised pork belly in Instant Pot. Braised pork belly has become popular with the food truck scene, and it seems like something that's kind of complicated to make, but in an Instant Pot it's super simple. Before, if you don't have like an Instant Pot or pressure cooker, you have to cook it for like 3 hours, and like slow cook it for 3 hours to get it tender. But with the Instant Pot, it's just 20 minutes and it makes it super tender and juicy, and it tastes great. It's great over rice. It's kind of an impressive dish. I made this for friends and family and they were like wowed by it. So if you're looking for something to impress like guests, this is a dish to try. You can find pork belly in an Asian supermarket or even at some Costco's. So let's get started. Let's talk about the ingredients. There's ginger. There's 2 strips of pork belly. You could use 1 or 2 strips. There's just white sugar. There's a cup of water. There's soy sauce. I just use gluten-free soy sauce, but you could use any soy sauce you want. And then there's cooking sake. With the sake, I know it's going to be kind of tricky because this says mirin, but it's actually not mirin. This is actually cooking sake. This is sake for this purpose. So I know when you go shopping, you'll get confused between mirin and sake. There's actually a difference. Mirin has added sugar. I don't know why they call this mirin, because to me it's not. It's just sake. You can tell by the alcohol percentage, it's 12.5%. And also just check the ingredients. If there's added sugar in it, that's mirin. This one has no ingredient list. So it's just pure sake. It's pure alcohol. Not 100%, but 12.5%. But this is just sake. So you need sake to cook. Don't get mirin. If you get mirin, it's not going to taste right. You're going to be really disappointed. You need the alcohol to balance the flavors. First off, let's cut the ginger into small slices. So how I like to de-skin it, I just use a knife. People use a spoon, but this is just faster for me. And you don't have to worry about getting it completely off, but just get most of the skin off. I'm going to take this whole thing down here. Just skin it. So I got most of it off. Then I'm going to just slice the ginger. You can use as little or as little ginger as you want, but I feel like the more ginger, the better, the bolder the flavor. I'm using the 2 strips of pork belly. It's going to require more ginger. So you can use like, I would say you could use like that much if you're using 1 block. You know, like 1 strip of pork belly, but for more I would use this much. For the pork belly, you're going to need a really sharp knife. So we're going to cut into strips, just like thin strips. About like 1 inch thick. Just like that. Sometimes they sell it different thicknesses, but basically you just want a piece like that, so it's gonna cook really fast. So there's the fat on top. You see that? I'm cutting like this because the strip is really thick. Sometimes they're thinner and you're just gonna, if it's a thinner strip, like half the size, I would just cut it like that, but since this is super thick, I want it to look like that at the end. There we go. So first we're going to saute the pork belly. So I put my Instant Pot on saute mode until it says hot on the display. Once it's hot right now, so I'm going to put the pork belly in and start just browning it. You can always skip this step if you don't have time. I find that this step it's better to brown the meat first. It renders the fat out and it just tastes better later. And I didn't add any oil because the pork has its own oil. This is just to brown, you know, all sides of it if you can. When it's done, I'm just going to throw in ginger. water. And there's 2 tablespoons of sugar. Just give it a stir after that. And then there's 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Two tablespoons of cooking sake. That's all the ingredients. And give it a little stir. And then it's gonna go under pressure. Start pressure cooking this. Just gonna try to put everything beneath the surface of the liquid as much as I can. I'm gonna click cancel for the saute mode. Always turn off the saute mode first before you start pressure cooking. Okay, now I'm gonna do manual 20 minutes. Set it to sealing. So the Instant Pot finished cooking. Now I'm going to do a quick release. And cancel it and do a quick release. The pin just dropped. I'm gonna open it. See what it looks like. So you can either stop right here and serve the pork belly, or what I like to do is the sauce turns out a little watery, so I like to saute it for 10 minutes, and that's gonna thicken the sauce, and it's also gonna make it darker. This is an extra step I like to do now because it makes a little difference. It's just nicer to have thicker sauce. So I'm going to saute it, and I'm going to make sure that it's on more, just because I want to boil it out. This has been boiling for 10 minutes. You can see, as you can see, the sauce has boiled down and it's gone thicker and it's gone darker. And some of the pieces, I feel like it's gone darker too, some of the meat. And that's what I want. And when you see how the sauce thickened up, look how thick that is and dark. Look at that beautiful sauce. To put that all over the rice. Just makes it juicy. Check out the pork belly. Doesn't that look delicious? Who wants to eat this? Now we're going to taste the pork belly, and I have a special guest. Hi! My daughter. So let's test this out. Let's taste it.
That was my fork.
Okay. How's it taste? It's really tender.
I like the squishy part.
I know you like the fat. So describe it.
It's very chewy and delicious.
It's tender, delicious, moist.
I like the sauce.
It's something simple to make. You don't have to go to a restaurant or a food truck anymore. You can make it at home. So, if you like this video, please click thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, have you ever tried pork belly? And would you ever think of making it? Leave me a comment below. See you next time. Bye! Oh! If you like this video, please click thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this.
Bye!
Not yet.